Hi everyone, it's Cindy from Shenandoah Papercraft, and I wanted to share with you today this beautiful, tall, slim journal that I made for my mother for her birthday. This is by Pixie Dust Files, and the kit is called Le Petite Ballet, and it's just beautiful. On the cover, I have on the top here a rhinestone crown on a satin bow, and the oval I have surrounded in pearls and silver trim. And then I've got a little rosette down here at the bottom. It's trimmed with 3 layers of trims on the side here. And I have a pink dotted organza ribbon that ties it together with a pretty little dangle on it. So let's get into it. Here's the first page. And I would put just some pleated trim down the side. This card is the only other person I have used in this book is Cindy T. She goes by here on YouTube, and she sells on Etsy under the name of The Other Paper Girl, and her kit is called Vintage Dress Forms and Mannequins, and it just fits perfectly in with Pixie Dust Files. So I put one of hers here. Here is the first page from Pixie Dust Files. And one more from Cindy T. These pages are so pretty that you don't really need to dress them up too much. Now, my mother was in ballet when she was a young girl and still loves ballet, and she even taught dancing into her early 20s before she was married. So here I put in several of her childhood pictures in her ballet dress. So here's one of them. This is my mother right here in the long white dress. This is her friend in the neighborhood. I guess they were practicing in their backyard. Here's a tag of 3 beautiful girls, and I just put rhinestones on their crowns and made added a ribbon of crinkled seam binding here. Just put a little bit of bling down here. Down here I have another picture of my mother. And I have it in a pocket of flocked tulle. Here's a little cluster made from the letter B. And one more picture of my mother. I think I have 4 of them in this book. And I used part of an applique for a pocket for this photo. Up here I used a color transparency slide, and I took out the negative and just put a little ballet photo in there. And down here is another one of Cindy T's beautiful vintage dress form mannequins. A little bit of rickrack down here. On this side, I just added a little rhinestone crown on this girl. And on this side, I've made a little card out of ballet shoes, a little bit of bling and some bows and ribbons. Here's another one of Pixie Dust Files photos, and I just put little pink pearls around it, surrounded by lace. And on this side here, I've just fussy cut out her little girl, and I made her, this is actually from a child's ballet dress that was in a thrift store that I used, and gave her some wings and little rhinestone and pearl necklace and bow. And again, these pages are so pretty, I didn't do anything to them. They're just lovely as they are. In the center, I just put a journaling card. I made a ruffle out of pattern paper here with some bling trim. One of Debrina's downloads with some sheet music and rose paper and some stripe on the back, and you can write on that. And that goes in here. And a cute little bird card that I made into a tag here. And I think this is the last one of my mother in her ballet outfit. Made a pocket from one of Debrina's downloads in her Facebook group. And just backed this download on a little bit of dotted paper to go with the dots. And here's a cute one. I also added more from that child's ballet dress that I got. Just ribbon and some trim. Some more trim down the sides. Up here is, I've just attached a tea bag. It's an organza tea bag that I put a picture of ballerina in on one side and some just music and butterfly on the back. There's Ballet Festival. And on this side, this is one of Debrina's tags, and I just added an organza bow and made a pocket from one of her digital papers. Here's another tag here. Oop. And another one of the vintage dress forms. Here's another little portrait that I outlined in a ruffle with a little bow and roses and a little applique. Another freebie from Pixie Dust Files on Facebook. Just a journaling card. And I made a pocket out of gold wide lace. Here's my mother when she was in high school. A little bit more lace down the sides. And on the back page, I just made one more card. Just put some pearl and rhinestone and some flowers on her. You can write on the back of that. Here is the back of the book. And that's it for this flip through. I hope you like it. I know my mom will. I can't wait to give it to her.